So here's the setup for our first run this summer. We have the corn seeds inside the gel, inside the root observation chamber, the rock. It's against the vertically oriented scanner. And then new this summer, we have an irrigation system that's replenished with this 2-liter soda bottle that is vacuum fed into this dish. Everything is supported obviously by ring stands. The dish water is transferred into the seed chamber using this absorbent spill material that we normally have in the lab. So that, and then there's a magnetic stir bar underneath the opening of the 2-liter soda bottle to keep the absorbent material from floating up and then closing off the refill. So it's all set there. Right now you can see the sort of this blue purplish color coming from our grow light. It is on dawn to dusk. I think I have it from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the moment. The grow light is controlled using LabVIEW using this Arduino, and I think there's a little tiny 1-second heartbeat that is that's pumping right now transmission wise. It just double checks to make sure what time it is, and if it is nighttime it will turn off the grow lights to give the seeds a rest. But also every hour, an interval of 3,600 seconds, there will be a scan of the flatbed scanner, and the Arduino will turn off the light so that the grow light does not interfere with the scan. It'll scan the seeds, and if it's appropriate it'll turn it back up and then save the file. So pretty simple interface as it stands right now. If I go ahead and push a button here, here's the seeds on the other side. If I go ahead and hold down the I think I need to hold down the shift key to get back out zoom wise. Hold on a second, I'm gonna lose this. There we go. So now we're back. I just needed to hold down the shift key while I clicked on the mouse. So here's a scan of what the rock, the root observation chamber, looks like against the scanner. So we have a bunch of seeds. These guys right here, these pictures are just our rubber gasket material that we use to keep the two sheets separate. I cut off some small thin strips to go ahead and keep the absorbent material against the outer or far wall so that it wouldn't obstruct the growing of the plants. Our seeds have not yet germinated. Here's the level of the water. This level of the water happens to be the same gravitational level of this water. You can't really see it, but that's how this siphoning system works. And the thought is that as these seeds germinate, the roots will be growing down into the gel. You can see the difference between gel, which is this dense area, and water on top. And then we'll collect all these images. Right now this system is running Windows 10, and this is Windows 10 Home Edition that is installed in this small little computer that we bought for this project. The Home Edition, without any additional software, does not allow you to disable the Microsoft Automatic Windows Update. And while we were shaking this down with some trials, we found out that the Windows 10 computer likes to update on its own at odd intervals whenever Microsoft thinks it's time to do that. And it would go ahead and update the operating system and then shut down the computer, thereby turning off our data acquisition. So to stop that from happening, at the moment we have unplugged the computer from the internet. There's the Ethernet cable just dangling in the middle of nowhere. We've disabled the Wi-Fi. This little box has a Wi-Fi so that these images are unfortunately being saved just to the local hard drive for now. And then after the successful data acquisition run, hopefully for 4 or 5 days, we'll be able to plug it back in and it should sync pretty quickly. So that's a vision of what we're doing. It looks fantastic. I hope things work out well.